The Jews that lived within the realm of the Vatican had a life that was either good, bad, or worse. Every so often, the Pope, needing some cash, would come and he would ransom the Jewish community, say either pay up or leave. Well, one day, the Pope had an ingenious idea. He was going to banish all the Jews from the area, and the only chance that the Jews would have would be a test of 3 questions. And here's the hook. It would be all in silence. Just sign language, a mime sort of test, kind of a double curse. Well, the word was put out, and the Jewish community, as you can imagine, was unbelievably distressed. None of the rabbis wanted to take the challenge of meeting the Pope head-on with this type of test. But in the background, there was Shmuley the tailor, and he said, "I'll do it." Well, they were desperate, the Jews were, and no one else wanted to do it, so they'd say, "Why not? Shmuley, you go ahead." Well, the day of the great test came, and the Vatican Square was filled with excitement. The entire Jewish community, all the cardinals, the bishops, the priests, the nuns, the Pope, they were all there. And at one end was the Pope, and one end Shmuley. And the Pope started. The Pope went like this. And then Shmuley went. And the Pope went. And there was some murmuring, because apparently Shmuley had had the right answer. Then the Pope went. And Shmuley thought, and he went. And the Pope took 2 steps back. And there was even louder murmuring, especially among the priests and the bishops and the nuns and the cardinals. Finally, the Pope brought out a bottle of wine, and Shmuley brought out a large challah. And the Pope said, "That's it. He has answered all 3 questions. The Jews will be allowed to stay." Great pandemonium broke out. All the Christians went into their enclaves, and the Jews went to the local shul. And in the enclave, all the Christians were asking the Pope, what happened? Well, the Pope said, the first question, I said, the entire church is surrounding the entire world. At which the Jews said, but his heart is right here in the Vatican in Rome. I couldn't believe it. And for the second question, I went, there's the Holy Trinity of 3. But then the Jew answered, yes, but there is only one God, the Father. But the cardinal said, but the last question, what was the last question? And the Pope said, I brought out my wine, said we are saved by the blood of the Jesus Christ. Whereas the Jews said, but we all are in the body of communion with the bread. He answered the questions. I had to have them stay. It was unbelievable. Meanwhile, back in the shul, Shmuley is holding court, as it were. Everyone is giving him schnapps, and he is drinking, and he is celebrating. The entire community has been saved, and they're asking him, how? And Shmuley goes, well, the first question, the Pope went, you Jews are going to be scattered throughout the entire world. And I said, no, we're not. We're going to stay right here. But what about the second question, Shmuley? The second question, the Pope said, I give you 3 days to leave. And I said, not one of us is leaving. Okay, but how about the third question? How could you have possibly have known the third answer? And Shmuley said, well, that one was the easiest. He brought out his lunch and I brought out mine. And thus, the Jewish community in Rome and the Vatican was saved.